You know there's a porta-john on the property, right?
It's way more fun to be behind a tractor. Don't you know that?
It's a good thing that thing has tinted windows.
Welcome back to our build here. Last time we finished up by putting down our pressure treated plates, and today we're gonna try to build all of the basement walls and the entire floor system. Let's get going.
Since Arlo's got this bottom plate already bolted down, we're gonna try something different. Is just to nail the studs to the top plate, and then we're gonna leave the bottom loose and just toe nail it down to the bottom plate after we kind of stand it up on there. And you say you've done that before.
Oh yeah.
I never have.
Yeah, there you go.
You may notice that we're framing this wall a little bit differently from normal, because typically we would put down the sheathing on the wall frame before we stand it up. And I actually think that's easier and faster, but in order to do that, you need to square the wall and you need to fasten the wall down to the wood floor. We don't have a wood floor, it's concrete, and it makes that process more difficult, so we just decided to stand up the frame only. We would nail it all in place, brace the walls so that they are plumb, and then we can sheath it later.
Also want to make a note that these nails we're toe nailing with are hot dip galvanized nails, and that's because we're toe nailing into a pressure treated plate, and that can be corrosive to nails unless they're galvanized.
We can about call it a day. This is the last wall on this whole floor.
Oh, we got the joists. I think if we finish out
Yeah, that's the next floor. We don't need to do 2 floors in one day.
Yeah, we do, bro. We got a lot to do. Seems to have to be built in 3 weeks.
Okay, lock in, yep, hammer in, check 1.
It's good. And just for the record, Jaime was actually right. This is the fastest we've ever gone from dirt work to framing on any project. Part of that is things are happening one consecutive day after next with no missed days. And the other thing is there's not a lot of slab plumbing, and that took us a lot less time. And yeah, also the house is only 600 square feet. Jaime, this thing is straight. So I think just brace it where it is.
That's still the bad battery.
What's going on, Layout King?
Oh, you know. Just
You know how
find
to
me
do
some
it.
3/4, baby.
3/4 either side of 16s.
That's what I do. I can't
Or one side, whichever. Oh, that one might have not been right.
Oh, I
actually.
can't see it. That's why. Oh, here we go.
Yep.
There we go. You don't mind that one. That's probably the X star bit.
There's always a huge debate whether to mark both sides or just one side or one of the other sides of your floor joist and stuff on your layout. And I don't know, just marking both doesn't take that much longer. And then
It's like
no
a
matter
second.
which side of the board you're standing on, you can see, you know, your mark. So, I don't know.
Yeah. I just don't mark either of them.
Yeah. But I am marking,
Yes.
you know, 3/4 one way or the other from the 16 center will be the edge of your framing member. That's important.
He's using it.
Right. Yeah, no, that'd be great. I appreciate it. Yeah, I really,
Shoot, if you're framing, those windows are still on schedule to be here about the end of the month.
With our basement level walls now framed, laid out, braced, and straightened, we could start in on the floor system.
this chalk line is where our floor joists on this side are gonna butt into right there.
Going that way.
Yep, and so I want all the lengths of these to be cut the same through and through. So we're gonna set our beam to the back side of this line and put like 4 layers of 2x12.
So we're doing 4-layer 2x12 all the way to there, and then these will butt into that, and it'll
I think
support
so.
them.
I think that'll work.
Send it. Let me look at it. Or has he got the crown? He's got it crown marked.
Ready?
I'm on my line here.
I'm on my line.
Do you have a termination for like the end? Cause
Yeah, I do. I'm on it right there.
okay, all right. You go ahead and tag yours, and then I'll hit this. Is that where you want it? Chalk line. All
Chalk line going on. Yep.
right. Now we gotta get this thing plumbed up before you shoot them together. Like I'm pretty good there. I'm gonna go ahead and shoot it. We noticed this beam had a little bit of a whip there, and we want all these joists going this way to be the same length. So Jamie's doing a little brace,
We might actually measure it.
and we're gonna push it straight. You got the laser eye. Are you pushing?
That was throwed in.
That's actually looking pretty straight now.
You need it more?
No, I think that's good.
This build is going very quickly, which I'm very happy about. One reason is that we're using in-stock materials for almost all of it. The floor system is made of 2x12s, which can span the maximum distance of 14 feet, which is the longest distance they will span. But actually, if you want to subtract the plates, you got another 7 1/4 coming off the side. If you want to get down to the nitty-gritty of the clear actual span, it's less than 13 feet. So that's good, makes a nice stiff floor. Also, it saves money because there are no bearing points in the slab. So our slab has no extra reinforcement. It's got no deeper parts of the slab with thicker concrete or anything like that. No posts holding up anything else and nothing in your way.
It's a very simple floor system.
140 and 11. I caught all that on camera, Jamie.
You know what happened? It T-boned the nail right on.
Oh, that's what happened? Okay.
It's Robin Hood. That's what you saw. Robin Hood.
Yo, it's not your property, Martha.
This side of the road, Junior.
We started doing this a few years ago, nailing some scraps at 1.5 inches in to give us a positive stop for the fan board. Otherwise, when you toenail it, it just whoop, you know, slides in way more than you want. Just makes it easy.
Now, I will be honest, typically I like a floor truss in a floor better than a joist for a lot of reasons. Your mechanical guys can tell you all about that.
Yeah, they can keep everything up in the floor system.
In this case, there's no finished space in the basement, so I've got no reason to try to conceal all my ductwork, plumbing, drain lines, electrical, all that. They can actually be put underneath of the floor system where they need to be, and nobody's gonna cry about it, not even me.
Jason's just toenailing these in and they're gonna get a joist hanger later. Word to the wise though is put enough toenails in it to where someone steps on it, it doesn't just break loose. That has happened to me in the past where I'm like, oh, I'm gonna put a hanger on here later. So I just pop like 1 or 2 nails in it and then you forget about it and you're walking around, and so we've got about 5 or 6 or 7 toenails, even though that doesn't count for anything technically as far as the code goes for fastening. The hanger is what really matters to the inspector. This video is brought to you by Zenith, by Danco, and their full line of self-prying tools that empower you to finish your remodeling projects effectively without damaging things like floors, walls, and cabinets like normal pry bar tools tend to do. Their trim puller, mini trim puller, floor lifter, and pro bar are specifically designed for demolishing and wrecking fast, but with precision, making them the ideal tool for salvage when you want to reuse or sell the materials that you're removing. What makes their tools unique is the integrated closed wedge that produces a very forceful self-prying action used in combination with a hammer. This center wedge produces 3 times the force compared with prying alone when it's driven. This makes them great for removing tile, hardwood, siding, decking, framing, or pretty much anything else I could name off on my fingers. You can also pull the nails with their integrated nail pullers, and they'll fit in a regular toolbox. So if your construction or remodeling projects involve demolition and you're tired of damaging surfaces while you're doing that demolition, check out the link in our video description for a full line of the self-prying products from Zenith. Thanks again to Zenith by Danco for sponsoring our video, and let's get back to work. A couple other things we are looking out for while we're installing our floor joists is that we don't install one with a huge amount of crown when the rest of them aren't crowned that much. Like a 1/2 inch would be our maximum. And also we don't want any floor joists that interfere with drain lines coming from the first floor. And so we check our layout on that. Back again.
Work all night.
It's a little drier this time.
It is dry. And now you don't want it down the hole.
No, now we want it
up top.
You know.
Yeah.
That's the way it is, right?
We're done for the day, and Jamie can't even talk.
Well, I was gonna do this.
All right.
Thank you to Huber.
I'm going to step in as the older brother. Thank you, Huber, for sending us what we need to do the sheathing, floor sheathing, roof sheathing, seam tape, and glue, everything. Here, let's get out of the way.
Oh, yeah.
So we're going to use do something new here too, the peel and stick underlayment, because we got some low pitch roofs and we don't want them to leak ever. So we're gonna use this on those. We got the Zip R for the walls again, which is a 1/2 inch foam, R3 behind the sheathing panel. And we have the X Factor, and that's the coated sheathing way over there. And it helps to repel water and make sheathing last even better. Hey, you see any throat lozenges in here for him?
I need something here, Ricola. I'm going to the drugstore right now.
Morning, fellas.
Morning, what's going on?
Happy birthday.
Oh, hey, thanks, bub.
However old you are.
32.
No, you don't have to say. It's fine.
I'm 49.
What? All right, and Jamie's not here. He's sick.
Yeah.
He left. I was like, why is Brett here? Now I get it. So Brett's the business partner. He's stepping in for the day. He's a lot of help on the job site. So he does have a tool belt. We're just going to see how it goes. We're going to put down the subfloor. Jason's getting our Advantech subfloor adhesive shook up. Does that really matter?
Ray says you gotta shake it a lot. I don't know.
Okay.
I feel like, you remember those shake weight things that you used to use like this? I feel like my arms are gonna be huge today.
All right, shake it up.
I don't know.
Hey, do we need to run the planer on any of this?
Yeah, we need to run it there and that corner.
Okay. Well, ooh. Yeah. You got walkboards on it.
Can we put a, how about we do that's the last piece?
Okay. So, yeah.
But this one definitely needs it.
Okay.
Having to do a little bit of power planing like this is very common with this type of floor system. I don't know if we've ever built one that was completely flush on top because the 2x12s are not all the same depth. 11 1/4 is what they're supposed to be, but they do vary from 11 to 11 1/2 sometimes.
We built this thing right, you're gonna have almost no cuts.
Oh, we're pretty flushy there. How you look there?
Right on the line here.
You're right on it. Let's start down here, Jay, in this corner, because we haven't straightened that band that I know of, so we'll just go with this edge.
Yeah,
we're good there. Yeah. And now we need to pry this in. This is bowing out a little there. Now we're square. All right, glue guy, what can you tell me?
Dude, this stuff here, best. Squeak-free guarantee, 8 times more coverage, polyurethane bonding strength. Where's the
skip that one.
Oh, adheres to wet and frozen wood. Quick and easy application, dude.
I feel like maybe you just read that off the can.
No, dude, I know this stuff like
Okay.
the back of my hand. Yeah.
The first row is always a little exciting because you got to scamper out.
Yes.
You know, there's no way around it.
Do I want what?
Yeah, 1/8 inch. Just like it says right on there.
It looks like it might be a little too full.
Okay, let him back. All right. Pro tip, joists aren't straight unless you straighten them. Just... Hey, Nail Earnhardt, you got to slow down there, bud. Look at this.
Perfect.
Jason's about to snap. His gun isn't shooting. Make sure you tell me before you snap so I catch it on video. Ray figured out Jason's problem is that
That's how it was.
His gun was like falling apart loose and he was just going crazy anyway.
Maybe that's the problem.
I think that is the problem.
I mean, I'm sure it didn't help.
The simplest thing can be hard when your tool doesn't work properly.
Yeah.
And your tool won't work properly if it's falling apart while you're using it.
Well, these nails are...
And these clips suck. Okay, and here's part of the problem. Okay, I will admit, these are really old and they were like saturated in some kind of gun oil, the paper part, and they're just kind of getting collapsed. That's what we're working with.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But these are ring shank. That's what we want.
Oh, Jack.
that again.
We've got a chuck on you.
There we go. Yeah, you're good at this. You're good. You're so good at this.
Good at beating.
Yeah, I think you're okay. I mean, maybe one pop here at the end.
If you're not familiar with this Advantech X Factor panel we're using here for the subfloor, it's like regular Advantech, except it has a gold overlay that helps to shed bulk water like when it's pouring rain. It also helps it from swelling or cupping, even better due to environmental exposure while you're building the house.
What in the world? What is that?
It's the Advantech subfloor adhesive. It
I
won't
thought
even...
it's supposed to go on the floor.
I think somebody's trying to prank me. There's no way I got it that much on the front of the tape measuring things.
Look at this guy. Yeah, that one. That guy
He doesn't
right
know.
there.
He doesn't know how to
He even-
use the tape.
These
measure.
things cost money. Look at that.
They're just trying to make it last longer.
It's gonna go in a minute. So you worked on the rehab of that place, which you and Jamie own. How's it feel to be building a new structure in comparison?
This is way easier.
Is it?
Yes, way easier.
In what way?
Nothing in that house was straight. Everything was dimensional lumber, 2x4. So trying to make it all work, you had to rip every board down because there wasn't true, the true 2x4s.
Oh yeah, true. It looks
then,
good now, man. It looks brand new.
You should have seen the rafters in that thing. Literally looked like they cut them out with an axe. Like
probably
they
did.
trimmed them back with an axe.
It was built in what, 1910?
All nails, 19. That one's like 1918, I think.
It's about 100 years later.
We had to dig out the foundation by hand. Yeah, rebuild.
I knew there was a reason I didn't help you guys.
Yeah. We made all the floor joists that we replaced out of hemlock.
Wow.
And then the subfloor is hard maple.
Wow.
Whatever we had to replace, which is basically that whole side right there.
All I can say is Jamie must be really sick to trust us to build this thing on the wall framing day when I've never even seen the plans once.
It's all right,
You've seen them?
I've seen them.
Are you a builder?
I mean, I play one on TV. I slept at Holiday Inn Express.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. He must be really sick. Come on, baby. This is the last bit. Shake the can. Shake the can. Okay.
Dude,
All right.
you guys
See
so
if we can do it.
awkward to shake.
I think we got it. Yes. That is perfectly good. Nice job. Perfect. I'll have to say that building a small house is fantastic. That took like an hour and 15 minutes, and now we're gonna frame the walls. We might actually get every single exterior wall framed today. That could happen. I brought a plan table today, because this is the only set that I think we have. Unlike my digital copies, we have as many as we want. So we're gonna put this on a flat surface right there, weight it down, something heavy, there you go. And hopefully it'll still be in one piece at the end of the day. Hey, thanks for building with us today. We really appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed the video. And if you did, please remember to get subscribed to our channel. Give us a thumbs up. That does help us out. And also check out the links down in our video description. There's a link to the tool belts that we designed and sell, perkinsbuilderbelt.com. And I'm going to spell it right this time, the link. I spelled it wrong last time. And there's also a discounted link to TrueWork, which is the gear we wear that we love. And if you want to get some of that, you can get a discount. Thanks again, and we'll see you next time.